When you think of pimple popping, it doesn't exactly sound too soothing now, does it? Today in this video, I'm going to cover the most soothing Dr. Pimple Popper pops in history. Welcome back to Finale, let's get into the video. Number 1, if you have watched the doctor's videos, you might have noticed that she describes a client's cyst and situation in a bit of a hilarious way, and sometimes also gives nicknames to the cyst or zits. In a video, Dr. Pimple Popper compares the gray mush squeezed from her patient's back to a wet newspaper. I'm pretty sure that on one hand, that graphic description was enough to turn a person's stomach inside out. On the other hand, this description along with the video would have soothed many persons too. The doctor numbs the area of the cyst so that she can continue squeezing the huge cyst, and at last, Dr. Lee was able to remove the last of the lump and check the gap for any remaining pus sacs so that it doesn't grow back.
The most important goal here right now is to remove this sac completely so that this cyst does not come back.
And after you take this out, my IQ is not going to go down or anything like that.
Number 2. If pimple popping videos is your YouTube hole of choice, then you've come to the right place. I scoured Dr. Lee's Instagram page for the most hypnotizing popping videos, and we can surely call it guilty pleasure for a person. Watch for yourself if you don't believe, as in one of Dr. Pimple Popper's popping videos, a dark black head turned into a never-ending flow of gunk. A classic cyst with a dilated pore means one giant satisfying pop. The doctor gets excited about cysts of this size and captions the video, "This is what dreams are made of." A dilated pore of whiner and a cyst. This video has received millions of views on Doctor's channel and is also liked by many people, which clearly means it was a soothing video for many people.
Stain your skin a little bit, so you still see the brown under here.
Number 3. Dr. Pimple Popper uploads apart from the show, regularly uploads videos on her YouTube channel too. In her latest YouTube video, a patient with a condition known as steatocystoma multiplex appeared where multiple benign cysts, typically filled with a yellow oil-like substance, appear on the body. The dermatologist creates an incision over the top of the cyst, then uses her fingers to squeeze the cyst inside free. This scene was really gross as the doctor's hands had pus all over it. As she applies pressure, yellow tone contents rise forth from the bump, and according to the doctor, it looks like a hand coming out. It looked like a volcanic eruption of pus, which would have been a soothing scene for some people.
Oh, very good on both sides. Okay. So, when again?
Number 4. These days, plastic surgeries are pretty common, and many people do it to reshape their nose. But a man with a nose shape problem appeared in an episode and consulted Dr. Pimple Popper instead of going under plastic surgery. The man suffered from glandular rosacea, which causes thickening of the skin, and experienced a similar effect by having oversized blackheads and whiteheads expunged from his nose. Dr. Pimple Popper starts her work and pours off excess oil and skin cells, which come out in gunky long strings, making this scene soothing for lovers of these kinds of videos, but in the end, the man's nose smooths out and becomes slimmer.
And I feel like that's the straight blade. I can control it more here.
It turns out that it's a little frustrating to use.
Number 5. In a video from February, Lee deals with a skin condition that is not popular on her channel, a cyst that is furious, purple, and swollen. Instead of simply removing the cyst, Lee opts for an incision and drainage procedure in which she cuts the skin and drains what is inside the bump. This helps reduce the risk of dangerous infection in the swollen cyst. Lee explains on YouTube, but it also makes pop really fascinating. When the cyst content really begins to flow, thanks to the shape of Lee's cut in the skin, it comes out in a long, almost square-shaped tube. It's almost surreal though. This is a bubble that gradually progresses, a sort of drama that you can curl up and enjoy with some popcorn, if you're into that sort of thing.
And you'll realize that's it. That's the bottom of it. Okay. But you can, if it still drains beyond that, that's fine. It's just made it a little smaller at least, so it won't like.
Number 6. This June video ends with Lee popping a few ordinary blackheads on the patient's nose. Then the patient reveals that she has another blackhead, a giant one, having hidden behind her ear. No wonder Lee called this video never-ending blackhead surprises, and I'm sure it would have been a great surprise to the people enjoying such videos. The blackhead itself is all the fans dream of, as it was way bigger than it seemed from the surface, and it was coming out of a solid clump. In reality, when Lee posted a glimpse of the new video on Instagram, one of the commenters identified the blackhead as next level. We don't know if it was next level gross for him or next level soothing for him.
Try to see if we can get this little rock out of her here. It's cool. It is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little squeeze, all right?
Number 7. Dr. Pimple Popper met a client whose blackhead seemed to be a normal one, and she took it as a normal extraction. The video of the doctor didn't look like much at the start, as the patient had a barely noticeable blackhead that appeared on her lip. But then Lee gets her hands on the area and things start to get serious. After an incision was made on the upper lip, the area was held open with tools and given a little wiggle. After some time, a mass popped out that Lee affectionately nicknamed a baby river rock. The way the mass pops out suddenly gives a weird feeling, making the scene gross for me, at least, but it might have been soothing for some people. I admit blackheads popping videos are soothing for almost everyone, but these kinds of videos are soothing for a few people.
And you'll see, his skin is see-through, and you can see it underneath. Like I feel like it's like one of those matte.
this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.